Welcome back to Story Time. I'm Pear.
And I'm vibrating!
Dude, you are vibrating. What gives?
I heard today's story was a real snooze fest, so I drank a lot of coffee to make sure I'd stay awake. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I didn't say today's story would make you sleep. I said it's about sleep.
Oh, I understand now. My eyes are wide open.
Well, today's story is an all-time classic, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, I know the story of Sleeping Booty. That story be poppin'.
It's not Sleeping Booty, it's Sleeping Beauty. See? Wait.
Looks like it's called Sleeping Booty. No buts about it.
Orange, did you change the title of this book?
No, but don't worry. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it someday.
No.
Now then. Once upon a time, there was a king and queen. They had 3 baby girls.
What are you talking about? They only have 1 baby girl.
Then why are there 3 in the picture?
Probably because you've had too much coffee and now you're seeing 3 of everything?
Ah, good thinking, Pears.
There is only 1 of me!
Guys, if all 3 of you talk at once, I can't understand what you're saying.
No!
So the 3 princess sisters had 3 birthday parties, and 3 evil witches showed up and put 3 curses on them.
Orange, you're multiplying everything in the story by 3.
And that's why my version is 3 times better. Copy, 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 woohoo!
Oh!
Okay, so first curse went to princess number 1. Before her 16th birthday, she was doomed to prick herself on a spinning wheel, causing the entire kingdom to fall into a deep sleep.
Okay, that's true. That's in the story.
Curse number 2, the kingdom got renamed to Booty, 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 Rockin' Everywhere.
Okay, stop! That is not in the story.
Yaha, see?
That is your handwriting, dude. You even used an orange pen.
Agreed. The culprit could be anyone, but sadly we'll never ever figure out who did it, which is a total bummer. And the third curse was that everyone in the kingdom had to wear annoying orange merchandise at all times, but people actually thought that one was pretty appealing. Oh, why thank you. I will have more coffee, coffee, coffee. Don't mind if I do. So anyway, the princesses grew up and were getting close to their 16th birthdays. The king and queen ordered all spinning wheels to be destroyed. Every single spinning wheel in the kingdom. And you remember the name of the kingdom, don't you, Pear?
I'm not gonna say it.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere!
Oh.
Anyway, the first princess still managed to find a spinning wheel and pricked her booty on it.
No, she didn't prick her booty. She pricked her finger.
Well, that's not what it says in the book, see?
No!
So then, across the entire kingdom, everyone's booty fell asleep, and everyone's booty stayed fast asleep until a prince showed up and kissed everybody's booty.
Orange!
What? I didn't write the story.
Actually, you did.
Okay, so maybe I did. But you've got to admit, Sleeping Booty is a really fun version of the story. It puts the tail in fairy tale.
Oh!
Well, that does it for this episode, everyone. That's the end. Get it? The end?
Yes, I get it.
Whee! Copy, 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 copy.
Welcome to Story Time. I'm Pear, and this is my co-host, Orange.
I'm also his best friend.
False.
One of his closest friends?
Nope.
His imaginary friend.
If only. Today we'll be reading one of my all-time favorite stories, Beauty and the Beast. Orange, do you promise not to ruin the story?
I never do.
You always do.
I enhance the stories. I give them a little extra juice.
Fortunately, this is one of the greatest stories of all time, so we probably won't need much juice. Now then, once upon a time, there was a prince who was beautiful on the outside, but ugly on the inside.
Yeah, because he was actually a lizard person in disguise.
That's not what I mean, Orange. I mean, the prince was a really mean, rude person, and that's why he and his entire castle were put under a spell and turned into things like candlesticks and clocks.
And food? Oh, were any of them turned into food?
Well, maybe. I guess I don't really know what happened to every last member of the staff.
Oh my gosh, Pear, do you think we're under a spell? Do you think we're actually royal people who got turned into food?
No.
That would explain so much.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm thinking I was probably the court jester, and that's why I'm so funny. Oh, if the jester was actually a lizard person in disguise, that would explain why I could touch my tongue to my eye.
Orange, stop! I will not allow this to become canon. Can we get back to the story, please?
I guess. I think people lick my story better, though.
Anyway, everyone was cursed to remain in their non-human forms forever. Unless...
What do you mean I'm gonna be this way forever? I'm not gonna get my human stuff back? My arms, my legs, my social security number?
Orange, for the last time, we were never people. You are not a character in this story.
Oh, right, because they're actually lizard people.
They are not lizard people. This is just a story.
Maybe we should just jump to the end.
Fine by me. I can't wait to get this train wreck over with.
So about the ending, spoiler alert, everyone. Turns out the Beast was the Beauty all along, and Beauty was actually the Beast.
What?
Yep, the moral of the story is that it's a twist ending.
That is not how it ends. The Beast was not the Beauty all along.
All right, because he was a lizard person all along.
He was not a lizard person.
Of course he was. Think about it, Pear. Why do you think they call it a fairy tale, huh? Because lizards! It's because they're all lizards! Pear, open your eyes!
No!
Nah, come on! Open your eyes wide and try and touch them with your forked lizard tongue!
And we're officially off the rails in record time. Congrats, Orange! You did it again. You ruined another classic story.
You think Disney will make my lizard version into a movie next?
I think it'll be more likely that Disney will sue you for ruining one of the greatest stories ever told.
Nah, they wouldn't do that, would they? That would be so cold-blooded. Get it? Because lizards are cold-blooded?
Ugh, we are so done here.
Watch me touch my tongue to my eyeball. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's stuck to the book. Help!
Hey everyone, and welcome to Story Time. Orange will not be joining us today, as he's busy playing with the drone he got for his birthday. So we'll be left in peaceful tranquility to read the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Come on, great. Orange, your drone is interrupting story time.
No, sorry about that. I'm still learning the controls. Let me try this button.
Wrong button.
Maybe this button?
Definitely wrong button.
Let me try this one.
Orange!
Whoa, that drone really whooped it out of here, huh? Well, since I ruined story time, let me try to help. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right?
Yes, but please do not try to help.
No, I totally know this one. I have it memorized. I swear. Once upon a time, there was a queen who had a magical mirror. And each morning, the queen would ask it, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's that there inside the wall?
What?
And the mirror would be all like, that's you, dude. You're the reflection.
No, wait.
And then the queen would get all embarrassed because she forgot that she was talking to a mirror.
Okay,
and then,
now stop.
Hammer time! Oh, 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 oh.
Orange! That's not what the queen said to her mirror. She asked it who the fairest person in all the land was, and the mirror told her it was Snow White.
Oh, that makes sense, because this story's about Snow White, huh?
Yes, and you would have known that if you hadn't called in a drone strike on our book.
Well, I did. The past is the past. Get over it, Pear. Anyway, everybody thought Snow White was the prettiest lady in the whole kingdom. But what they didn't know is that she was hiding a terrible secret. She wasn't really a woman. She was 7 dwarfs in a trench coat.
What?
Yeah, and each of the dwarfs had a really funny name. There was Sneezy, Sleepy, Gassy, Sassy, Flashy, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Cupid, Rudolph.
Orange, I think some of those are Santa's reindeer.
Right, but they were dwarf reindeer. Duh. Anyway, the rest of the dwarves were named Huey, Dewey, Louie, Chop Suey, Ronald McDonald, Grimace, Fry Guy.
Orange, those aren't the names of the dwarves.
What you talking about?
I mean, where's Doc? Where's Dopey?
Well, you didn't let me finish all 7. Duh.
You've said way more than 7.
Also inside the trench coat was Doc, Dopey, Mopey, Moby Dick, Dick Tracy, Tracy Morgan, Morgan Freeman.
Now you're just listing celebrities.
Brad Pitt, Taylor Lautner, Dwarf of the Explorer, and Pickle.
What?
The other dwarves were pretty sure Pickle wasn't actually a dwarf, but they were all too polite to tell him he was actually a pickle.
Okay, that's enough.
They had some other dwarf friends too, and their names were...
All right, stop.
Collaborate and listen. Orange is back with my my brand new invention.
Oh, Orange, we are so off the rails right now. According to your story, the evil queen is too stupid to know how a mirror works, and Snow White is made of like 100 dwarves in a trench coat.
Well, that sounds like an awesome story. What happens next?
Nothing happens next, because that's not how the story goes.
Oh, I hope the story introduces more dwarves next.
We do not need more dwarves.
Like Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo.
Those are Ninja Turtles.
Actually, they're artists of the European Renaissance pair. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
All right, does this story have an ending or what? Because you've skipped everything important about the story of Snow White. The woodsman, the poison apple, the prince.
Don't worry, Pear. They're all inside the trench coat, too.
Ugh, fantastic.
Along with a whole bunch of TNT.
That is not how the story of Snow White goes.
Nope, but it sure is how it flows. Hey, fruit lovers. Nice to see you again. Pear and I are here with another super cool episode of Storytime. Can I tell him what it is, Pear? Can I tell him?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
Please, can I?
I said yes. Yes, you can.
Yeesh, maybe you should chill, Pear, because today we're telling the story of Frozen! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Not so fast, Orange. We're not doing Frozen, we're doing the Snow Queen.
The what now?
The Snow Queen. It's the original story Frozen is based upon.
Oh, yeah, I totally don't understand.
It's a different story, dude. A lot of things are different from how they are in Frozen.
Oh, yeah, I still don't understand.
No!
Just kidding. Give me that book. Let's do this. The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, there was a queen named Smelsa and her sister, Anna. They lived in a kingdom where it was always winter, and they had a snowman friend named Brolaf.
Wait, hold on. Dude, seriously? The snowman's named Brolaf?
Sure, he drinks natty ice.
Orange, honestly, what is the story that you're telling?
It's the story of Frozen, but it's different, just like you said. Did I make you proud of me?
No, you didn't. Dude, you're not even reading the book. Why'd you ask me for it if you weren't gonna use it?
Huh, I guess I don't really snow.
Oh, look! The Snow Queen doesn't just have slightly different character names from Frozen. It's like a completely different book.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand.
Orange!
I'm kidding. I'll do it right this time. Or Elsa. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom where it was always summer. See, Pear? It's already super different from Frozen.
That's not what
The kingdom wasn't overseen by a queen either. It was ruled by a snowman named Brolaf and his frat bros. Under their reign, they had many pranks and hijinks they pulled on their kingdom, like wet willies, purple nurples, and atomic wedgies.
Stop! Where do I begin? What part of this aren't you getting?
I don't know, Pear. You tell me. I did exactly what you said. You said I shouldn't tell the story of Frozen. You said I should tell a story that's way different. So that's what I'm doing.
No!
Oh, is my story not different enough? I think I get what you mean, Pear.
I don't think you do!
Once upon a time, there was a lion cub who was set to inherit the Pride Lands. His dad died tragically during a stampede in the ravine, and—
Orange! That is just the story of the Lion King!
I'd be lying if I said I didn't know that already. But that's a pretty different story than Frozen, huh?
Yes, but—
Oh, so you want a story that's even more different?
No!
Can do! Once upon a time, there was a cow princess with a butt for a best friend, and they lived together on an alien planet called Kiss Bomb, and they had a best friend snowman named Brolaf.
Orange!
I know. I already used Brolaf, but how many original ideas can a guy come up with in one day?
None! You're supposed to come up with 0 original ideas because you're supposed to be reading this book!
Well, now that Pear's gone, I guess we can finally get to the real story. The Snow Queen. Once upon a time, there was a quick service restaurant that specialized in ice cream and frozen treats. They tried their hand at hamburgers, but they weren't very good.
That's not the Snow Queen! That's Dairy Queen!
It was an honest mistake, Pear. Let it go!
Orange, don't you do it!
What? Let it go, Pear. Let it go! Let it go!
Hey everybody, I'm Pear, here with another episode of Storytime.
And I'm Orange, here to ruin another episode of story time.
So glad you decided to join us, Orange.
Really? Because your voice doesn't sound very glad.
Yeah. Anyway, today we're reading Rapunzel. Do you know anything about this story, Orange?
Sure don't.
Fantastic! So how about we play a game of Mad Libs? I'll let you fill in the blanks in the story as we go. Sound good?
Ooh, I likey.
Now just to warn you, this story gets pretty nuts, so you're gonna have to get pretty wacky if you wanna ruin it.
Oh no, how will I ever be wacky?
All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a husband and his wife who was pregnant with a baby girl. Now the wife, she loved... Okay, Orange, go ahead and fill in the blank. She loved...
Radishes!
That's right! She loved radishes!
Huh?
That's actually how the story goes. Thank you very much for helping.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, as I was saying, the wife loved radishes so much that she told her husband to get her some radishes from a garden next door, which was owned by a...
Which was owned by a witch!
That's correct!
It is? But I was just making a witch joke.
Well, it's exactly what the book says. See? Now, the husband got caught stealing radishes, and the witch punished them by...
Yelling at them! No, wait, that's too obvious. Called the police! Wait, now, ooh, the witch kidnapped their baby just because they took a couple radishes! That's ridiculous.
Actually, that's correct!
What is happening?
I told you, dude! This story is ridiculous! So the witch went off into the woods and raised baby Rapunzel and locked her in a high tower when she became a teenager. Now the tower the witch locked Rapunzel in had no ladder, so the witch got up into the tower by...
Well, obviously a witch could just ride her broom up there, so I'm gonna guess that she had never ever cut Rapunzel's hair, so it grew long enough to make a hair ladder down to the ground.
That is correct!
Wow, looks like I might not be able to derail this story after all. It's as crazy as my imagination is.
Ha! Well, I'm glad you finally met your match. Now, one day a prince was riding by and heard Rapunzel.
Chopping radishes.
No, actually she was singing.
About radishes?
Probably not. Anyway, so the prince called out, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your...
Radishes!
No, let down your hair.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, oh my gosh, Pear, the story's starting to make sense. My time to shine. We gotta make some nonsense out of this story.
Oh no.
So the prince climbed up the ladder made of radishes, and he and Rapunzel both ate radishes until the witch came back from guarding her radishes, and the prince turned the witch into a radish using his magic radish.
Well, that's it for story time, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully next time we'll...
I'm not finished! The prince and Rapunzel got married and had 4 baby radishes, which they named Radish, 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 and Ugmo.
Enough!
Just kidding. Ugmo's name was Radish too, and they lived happily radish after in a radish castle, and also the entire world is made of radishes.
The end!
Wait, can I please have one last word?
What is it?
Radish!
Oh, would you stop saying...
Radish? Radish!
Hey everybody, welcome to story time.
And this episode's bound to make us splash! What? This week's The Little Mermaid.
I know it's The Little Mermaid. That's why I'm holding this book.
Why read the book when we can just watch the movie? Under the sea.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, Orange, because the original fairy tale is way different from the Disney movie you probably know and love.
That's okay, I guess. As long as there's a singing crab in the book.
There isn't.
Boo! I want a singing crab with a Jamaican accent.
Orange! Great. The book got swept away in a tidal wave.
I guess now it's time to wave hello to my version, told from memory.
Wonderful.
Once upon a time, there was a singing crab who lived under the sea.
No, brother.
Now, this crab had a beautiful singing voice. So beautiful that some mean old sea witch was super jealous of it.
I think it's the Little Mermaid who has a beautiful singing voice in this story, dude.
What you talking about? Didn't you hear Sebastian sing in the movie? Under the sea. You can't tell me that crab didn't sound fab.
Okay, but you are aware that the story is about a mermaid and not a crab, right?
Oh yeah, totally. We'll get to the mermaid in a second. Don't be so crabby. Speaking of crabby, One day, the crab went to the surface and saw a human walking around on legs. He said to himself, "Ooh, those legs look crab-tastic. I should get me some of those."
Crabs have legs, Orange. This is exactly why the main character is supposed to be a mermaid.
No, this is totally the way it goes. See, the crab went to the old sea witch and made a trade. He gave her his singing voice, and in return, she gave him additional legs to the legs he already had.
Orange!
All of a sudden, this crab has legs coming out from all over the place. His back, his butt. Dude even got legs coming out of his legs.
Oh, we're so far away from the original story, I don't even know where to begin.
I agree. Getting this story back on the rails would be quite a feat.
Look, are we gonna check in with the Little Mermaid anytime or what? She's only the titular character.
Great idea. Back to the Little Mermaid, who also paid a visit to the mean old sea witch.
That's right. The Little Mermaid traded her singing voice for human legs.
And let me tell you, she got him. The mean old sea witch did her a huge solid and gave her more legs than she even gave the crab.
What?
Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid had legs coming out of the legs on her legs. She went up onto land and tried to hit on some prince, but he was repulsed by her. Not a legs man, as it turns out. But don't worry, it has a happy ending. The Little Mermaid and the crab formed a two-person soccer team. And with all those legs, they easily won the World Cup for Atlantis. And they lived happily ever after and had a bunch of leg babies.
What?
And the mean old sea witch, now in possession of two stellar singing voices, went on Atlantis Idol and got into the final 8 before getting voted off in favor of some merboy with pink hair.
Orange!
Oh, and then a tidal wave swept over the entire world. The end.
What? I thought you said it was a happy ending.
Well, yeah, that is a happy ending.
A tidal wave sweeping over the entire world is happy?
Sure, because from that point on, the whole world was under the sea.